Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a mother movie. So today we got a brother YouTube channel will be in the description below next to Source, who is a YouTuber, talking about how men can increase their sexual marketplace value. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna give our own personal perspectives on this video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and let's hop straight into the content.
It's the YUNGAVELLE here, back at it with another video. Welcome to the Sunday sermon. Got some immaculate game here for you today. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have been doing well. We got the full moon, I believe tomorrow night or something like that. Basically, everybody's feeling it. I'm getting over a little sickness here, but guess what? Still posting for you guys because we don't stop this train. Productivity, gotta push. And I'm feeling better, so glad to be here with you guys today. So, I've been doing a lot of good research, a lot of good learning about things that I'm interested in, and I wanted to share this idea with you guys as it relates to your magnetism and how to increase that, right? Because that's the thing on all of our minds. You know, life is...
When he says magnetism, guys, he's basically talking about making women, you know what I'm saying, make you attract more women, basically. I think that's what he's saying. Like being a magnet, like a woman's magnet. And I got my own personal perspective on that, so you gonna get some game both ways, you know, and we're gonna see what the brother talking about.
A lot of life is how can I get myself to the point where I am the most attractive mate. You know, we do a lot of things for mate selection and just to have a better pool of options. So, you know, this just came to me just now, actually. What is the thing that I can do, that you can do, to increase your sexual magnetism? And the thing that's stuck in my...
He means sexual marketplace value.
My mind is, what is the thing that you need to do in order to increase your sexual magnetism? And there is one thing to me that stands above all that you have to be obsessed with in order to extract that out of you, right? And what I'll say is this: it's not what you think, because the cliche word for me is
guys, I could tell this guy is not high on the SMV for women, you know what I'm saying, because the way he speaks, you know, you could tell if you can tell the way a man speaks if he's confident in what he's saying or not, but I don't feel the confidence. He still ain't got into the story yet, so let's see.
Purpose, right? You hear that all the time, but I want to use another P word, and that P word is potential. You need to be obsessed with finding out how much you can give. What do you got in the tank? When it comes to life...
What do you mean? What can you give? Like, these new gurus on how to increase your sexual marketplace value is actually teaching guys how to be beta males. That's what I'm getting from this dude. Like, he sounds like a simp, like a woman, like he actually talked to a chick and got some advice from her. This doesn't sound like it's coming from a man, guys.
What do you have inside of you that you can bring out? You need to be obsessed with finding out that question. You need to be obsessed, and you need to do everything in your power to figure that out.
First and foremost, guys, if you guys want to be more attractive in the dating market, You want to have some type of mystery about yourself, meaning that you know, you don't want to be chasing chicks. Like if you're in college or if you're in a social environment, you know, you want women wondering like all the other guys are trying to hit at me, but this dude right here, you know what I'm saying, like it's him I want, you know what I'm saying, because he's different, you know. So first and foremost, you want to have some type of mystery about yourself. You don't want to come off as every other guy, every other thirsty guy who will say that he loves her the first day. You know, you want to um, um, you know, they think one way about you, but they don't really know. Um, and you want to absolutely raise the bar on that, meaning with your financials and what you have going on. Because guys, at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about you trying to go and get your rocks off. You know, it's about who makes you happy and whatever. But let's keep it moving.
Because that's gonna lead you to a lot of different paths in life that are just going to benefit you in the long run, right? You're going to develop yourself as a result. Now, I was listening to a podcast and there's this great idea. They mentioned this great thinker. His name is Joseph Campbell, and he, among other people, would track certain narratives that occurred in stories throughout human.
Just because somebody was just because something works for somebody else, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work for you. It's just like somebody who's famous, a famous basketball player or whatever, or somebody who got in engineering, and got their engineering degree or whatever. You know, and they did it a certain type of way. It doesn't mean that it's gonna absolutely work for you. I remember Ice-T was just like a rapper. Like Ice-T went to, I think it was a record label in L.A. and he wasn't even a rapper, but he sold himself and got a record deal. That's not gonna work for everybody else. You know, this dude sounds like a follower. He's giving me beta male vibes. You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just calling it the way I see it. I don't think that he's well spoken on what he's trying to say, because when you're talking to the masses of men, man, make sure you know what you're talking about, because guys out here really need help, and guys out here really be simping for these chicks and not knowing that you can be totally you and stay to yourself and attract a lot more women. Let's keep it moving.
History. In many stories across many different religious traditions, he was trying to see what the common narratives were. And there was one narrative that stuck out to him, and you might have heard this narrative before, and it's called the hero's journey. Now, the hero's journey is a baseline for literally every movie that you can, every good movie, like a good action-based movie, follows the plot line of the hero's journey. And the hero's journey has five elements to it. The character gets a call to adventure. Something speaks to him, you get that call to adventure. Then the character crosses the unknown, crosses the threshold where it leaves that safe space, and he goes into the world. In the world, he or she finds trials and challenges, obstacles that they have to overcome.
Guys, no matter what, this dude is rambling about a bunch of nonsense, but how to how do you say attract more women and have more women chasing you? You have to increase your sexual marketplace value, and with increasing your social marketplace value, is meaning you gotta get your money up. You got to get your cars up. You got to get your living situation up. You got to get your credit up, and you just got to overall feel good about yourself, and confident about what you're doing. And next thing you know, the women will follow. Nobody's not gonna follow this dude talking about Game of Thrones, etc. Like most men are not reading that type of book that he's talking about. But let's keep it moving.
During this process, he undergoes a transformation where he changes state in some way or form, and then the fifth and final stage is the return back home as a new person with newfound wisdom and skills, etc. So this is not only found. Now you might say this, right? You might think that that's just a narrative to make a good story, but no, it goes a little bit further. The willingness and the desire for life to seek its own potential can be found in your neurophysiology.
You see, guys, women do not care about nothing this dude's talking about, guys. Women don't care nothing about your neurophysiology or nothing that you're talking about. The only thing they care about is what they care about. They care about status. They care about income. They care about having fun. And if you're gonna break stuff down like this, this dude's gonna bore all the women at the party. And he's not talking with any type of confidence at all. He's gonna bore everybody at the party. Nobody's not gonna believe you, bro. He got a good topic, but his ability to give advice for men, it's very confusing. But let's keep it moving.
Biology as well, because remember, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about being so obsessed with something that actually.
Hey man, you don't want to be obsessed with nothing. You want to have discipline. And you want to have goals. You don't want to be obsessed with women. You don't want to be obsessed and have the emotion and the spirit of being obsessed. You do not want to be conquered. You do not want women to, know that you think that she's the only thing in the world. Because once she think that women don't want you, and she's the light of your tunnel, and she's just everything else, bruh, she's gonna cheat on you, bro. She's going to cheat on you. Because women need something. In order for them to love you, they gotta feel like that you. Got options, and that you're not gonna put up with stuff, and you're happy, and you're not just all, oh, she's so beautiful, and googly dog eyes all over this chick. That's how you lose, guys. You gotta look at the sexiest woman as the average Joker. They'll be powdering these women up, and all that. But guys, that's all I got for the video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, fellas. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna do too much of this video because this dude's rambling about a whole bunch of nothing, and he's talking about stuff that doesn't matter. That most people are not going to read that book. They don't know what you're talking about, and I'm surprised that you got 900 views on this topic. But guys, that's all I got for the video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and always remember, fellas, it's a mother movie. Over and out.